Oh, right then. Everything says it's going. Okay, looks like it's catching up. Oh, man. Okay, so where were we last time? I haven't really touched this save since we were together last. Okay, so last time on Space Panda Z, we were in the process of reclaiming the H2 array, which we have successfully done. Oh, we now need to go get... I need to put gravity on one of these things. Okay, so let me check, make sure we... see, I'm glad I checked. That would have been funny. Alright. Let's go in here really quick. We're just going to go ahead and refill all of these. Oh, okay, so put the helmet on. We're okay for food and water right now. I'm not too worried about it. Alright, so we have basically the beginnings of a ship. We need, at this point, we need to get these guys disconnected and reattached over here. And like I said, I'm really on the fence with this whole thing. Did we put a connector on this? I don't remember if we put a connector on it or not. We didn't put a connector on it yet. Okay, so we do need to get a connector on this so that we can get... Basically, we want to be able to pull power off of this grid. And I'm thinking we do a connector right here. I need steel plates, of course I do, because if I didn't, you know... Well, I mean, I guess we do have the connector here. We could repurpose. How do I want to do this, though? Because I want to have it basically out of the way so we can do what we need to do for now. And then... I'm thinking... Probably just go ahead and do it on this side. Let's, let me see. Yeah, I mean, I guess technically it should be okay. Actually, you know what we can do? Let's... I still need a steel plate. No matter what I do, I need steel plates. Alright, so let's go ahead and grab some of those, hopefully. Do I have any plates? No, I don't. Okay, how much iron do I have? I have a little bit of iron. I need to be careful. Because I don't want to overrun our iron supply. Because until I get to the point where I can actually salvage what's left of this ship, of the old station, I don't want to be in a situation where we basically overutilize our resources. Hey Java, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. Happy Tuesday. All right. And we are burning our hydrogen fast, or our oxygen fast. I want to make sure, yes. Didn't want to pull the parts that I don't need here. Alright. So we'll go punch this stuff in. Okay, I don't really have much of anything other. Alright, so for those who are new to this series, what we are doing is we have a leaky spacesuit. And I mean leaky. Without an oxygen tank, without any additional bottles, we burn through a suit of oxygen in roughly 20 seconds or so. So each one of these bottles basically adds roughly 1 minute. It's not even a full minute. I think it's like 50 seconds or so. It's good to hear. I'm glad you're doing well. I can't complain. Actually, I'm having a lot of fun, specifically with this series. So I'm trying not to do much of anything in between the streams on this one. But it makes it a little bit difficult because I take really crappy notes on what I'm doing, and I don't really have a storyline for this. But we're gonna see how it works out. Ooh, both good games. X4, I really love X4. No Man's Sky has actually come a long way from its launch. So yeah, I was playing that. It's been a couple of months since I jumped back into it. But yeah, I basically went in and got my freighter. I want to say like in October last year or so, October November. And I was waiting for the Venerator style Star Destroyers that they have, the themed ships, and I found one. Oh, the problem is, right after I got it, if the damn one hadn't been, like the Super Star Destroyer style that was all black and red, I was so mad. It was like the very next one up in rotation. And I didn't have the money for it. Oh, nice. Well, hope you're enjoying it. Like I said, it's been a lot of fun. So hopefully we should have some parts over here waiting for us now. I hope that's okay. It's just because of that. Let's move those to the back so we can get it. Hey Brian, how you doing? Oh, no worries, Java. Yeah, basically, as you play through the storyline, the tutorial, you'll end up. Well, you get through the tutorial and then you play through the intro storyline, and you'll eventually get to the point where you will be sent out into space to do some things, and you'll be able to find new ships that are, mobile bases, basically. I don't want to. I'm trying not to give too much of it away. I'm like, but yeah, there are freighters in the game that you can. They're quote unquote freighters that are basically mobile bases, and it's random as to which one you get at any point in time. So there's some really good online resources, like some tutorials that talk about how to maximize what you get and everything, because there are benefits to getting better ones. Some of them have like different stats and stuff. Oh, you're not too far off then. The Anomaly storyline is a lot of fun. I'll tell you one thing though, from my perspective and my opinion, is don't rush the central storyline. Take your time doing it. It's like the story is actually interesting. I won't say that you'll miss out on things if you rush through it, but there are definitely benefits to taking your time with it. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to bring this beast hopefully around and not destroy anything. And I want to roll this portway. But yeah, no, I've actually had really high hopes for No Man's Sky when it first came out. Actually, I think I did a giveaway with it. That was a while back. It was a couple of years ago at this point, but I'm glad to see that entire team basically kept working on it. It's the things that have come out of it since. Yeah. Well, that's good. Yeah, like I said, hopefully you enjoy the whole thing. I've had a lot of fun in that game. X4 is another game that I actually like. And I don't know if it's been... I think it's out now. There's a mod for X4 that it introduces Star Wars factions. Obviously not sanctioned by the company. Either company. Egosoft or Lucas/Disney. But some of the mod authors that are working on the X4 version actually did the X3 version or were associated to the X3 version. So it... there you go. And we're going to switch lock. Okay. And now that that is in, we can go... Okay, and I want to toggle you guys off. We're actually going to set this up so that we have some better control over what we're doing here. Basically, I don't want to burn hydrogen I don't need to burn. Nice! Yeah, dual joysticks is always a great way to play a space sim. Litverse? Not sure what you're referring to on Litverse. Sorry. Did I play the original XCOM? Yes, unfortunately. I don't want to say unfortunately. It was a fun game at the time. The newest iteration on XCOM was actually interesting. I mean, the squad style tactics game. But yeah, no, I like the old XCOM games. I actually played them on back in the what was it? The original XCOM. I want to say was DOS, Windows 3.1 era, I think. Yeah, Star Wars Interworlds. There. But yeah, no, it's the X series of games, like all of the XCOM stuff, as well as the X-verse. Really fun stuff. So let's go in here. I want to say recharge all my bottles again. As you can see, we are, like I said, we're burning oxygen pretty quick. Alright, so now that we have this thing hooked up, what I need to do is let's hop in the cockpit for a second because we need to do some configuration stuff over here. And I want, so you are battery 2. Okay. Alright, so you're going to be, I don't know, we're going to end up calling the ship, we're just going to call it Mobile Command for now. Because the idea is that this will become our new habitation area eventually. Yeah, it has been a long time. Oh, the Tides of Everest? Yeah. It adds some interesting content. The Cradle expansion was a lot of fun. Basically the one that added the humans in, or the Terrans in as a actual playable race again. Yeah. Was it Cradle or Terran Conflict? I don't remember which one that was, but that had some pretty interesting storylines in it too. So, okay, so we've got those. What we're going to do here is we're going to say groups. Command batteries, we want to set these so we can have them set to recharge. Yeah, one's broken, one is working. Okay. And I want our tank. We're going to actually go ahead and frame this in at least. Oh, no, that was wrong. Alright. I want it to go that way. There we go. Alright, so for those who aren't aware, we are using the all scrap mod, as well as its companion mod, all scrap found your crap. Basically what that means is that if you grind something down, you get a portion of the materials back as scrap material. It's based on the grinder that you're using. The faster the grinder is, the higher the tier the grinder is, the less components you get back, and the more scrap material you get returned. Just missing tides? Nice. So it means that if I need a component, grinding things down is not necessarily the best way to do it. So what we're going to be doing is we're going to be using the mod. We've got a welder mod in that adds the here, I'll show you. Adds these little weld pads. Basically, you attach these to the two grids you're trying to merge, and they operate as a self-destructing merge block. When they get close enough, they remove themselves and merge grid 1 and 2 together. We're going to see how that works here in a short bit, because we're going to have to disconnect a bunch of stuff. You are conveyor junction. And you are conveyor junction, which means I'm going to have to actually grind that section down. Alright then. Let's go like so. But yeah, so we basically survived everything getting destroyed. You are going to close off, and you are going to close off. I believe those are the only two I need to close. But we have food production going. We have some onboard cargo, so. Spetsy, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. Like EVE Online failed mining challenges or mining changes, yeah. It's actually it's interesting because it does drastically slow down your progression. So if you feel like you progress too fast in Space Engineers, it does add an interesting mechanic to the game, because we need to not. Well, actually, you know what? Before I forget. We're actually going to be taking this out, come to think of it. Is there anything in here? No, okay. So basically what happens is you end up in a situation where you need to really think about what it is you're doing. And just grinding things down isn't the answer to most of the problems now. Explosive bolts. There's a mod for it. Actually, the grinding mod or the welding mod that I have, if you notice here, if you do control, it puts you in detach mode. So I can do things like if I'm looking at this and I go to detach mode, it's detached. So now I could put a weld plate on it and weld it down here if I had a way of moving it around. And we're actually going to be using this mechanic here in a moment. Alright, so I'm going to close this because we do get O2 in here. This is probably a really bad idea. And yes, this is a survival playthrough. Okay, so we have that giant cargo container down below, right? Basically, all of this has to come out. Now, the question is how long is my O2 going to hold out? Because we are doing this with a leaky spacesuit. Which means this whole thing could be a very bad idea. I'm surprised that this cargo box is actually... I'm surprised that's airtight. Alright, so the refinery is on that side, right? Okay, I need to better plan this. Hold on a second. Because we're going to decompress the entire station if I'm not careful. And I don't have... Well, I have a bunch of ice, but I would really rather not do that if I can avoid it. Okay, so that one... Ah, crap, that does mean we're going to have to do... That's going to have to come out. Okay. Well, I guess... Alright. Yeah, it means we're going to have to pop 2 of these. Okay, then. Close that up for now. Yep. And that means you are going to need to transfer out. Okay, so if we do... Can we drop any of this in, like, the O2 generators? Okay, but not much. Okay. I can drop that over there. Hopefully that's... Are you over here now? No, you're the one that's 300 and some odd freaking... Okay, so I just want to make sure this one's empty. That one is no longer connected. Go ahead and take this out. But yeah, just to show you basically what we're talking about with the scrap return. So you see we're getting a little bit of scrap, we get a little bit of component. Yeah, makes the game a lot more challenging when you can't just grind things down for parts. So let's go into the refinery. We're going to drop all of our scrap in there. Let the refinery run that. And I want to go into my cargo. This is all going to get dropped off in there. Let's drop like, I don't know, 200 plates. I don't need a whole lot. Okay. And then this one is also going to come out. So if we do this, all right, that's closed. This is closed. Okay. So now what we can do is we can slowly but surely separate some of this stuff. This is going to be extremely risky, because what I'm going to have to do is we're going to have to separate all of this, and then I have to break it off from the station. I probably should have left that, actually. Oh, too late now. But we're going to have to break it off from the station, because the station is a static grid. And then we're going to have to come back through all of this. And hopefully not destroy it. See, the problem is that I can't convert that to ship until it's actually fully disconnected from the station. The question is it going to clang out and kill us all? That's my fear, is that it's gonna... That clang is going to demand a sacrifice, and it's a price I don't want to have to pay today, but we'll find out. Because if those go boom, we're pretty much dead in the water, honestly. Okay, so we've got all of that. This lets us out. Alright. So now the only thing that's really holding this thing on to anything is this guy. those guys down there actually, no, you're actually just tying each other together. So the only thing still holding it on is that. Right, so what we want to do then is, I'm thinking we want to merge this first. So should be able to place a block here somewhere, right? Why am I not it? That's really annoying. All right, so I'd be able to do it there. Okay, so let's do a quick count here. Let's get that out of the way. So we know that that's 2 blocks tall, right? So I've got 1 block of clearance. Now, this is actually going to get relocated over here, but in order to do so, I have 1, 2, 3 blocks at the highest. So what I'm going to need to do is have that come down to there so that we have our 1 block of clearance. We have to relocate that thruster. Crap. Alright, so thankfully we only have 1 thruster on this side, but we do need to relocate it. So let's go ahead and get this relocated. I have no clue where we're going to relocate that. I think it's Space Engineers, so you know, this is one of the nice things about Space Engineers, is that I'm not running any mods that deal with directional thrust. So it takes care of itself for the most part. Yeah, okay. And let's get into the cockpit. Yeah, so what we're going to end up with is I'm going to put one of those weld pads on the bottom of that block, that last block we welded in. And then we're going to basically stick this thing to the ship. Well, to the refinery. Let's see. Actually, can I pull grids out? Do I have grids? Is a better? Oh, I do have grids. Okay. Let's pull those, and we were going to drop all of our scrap over there. And while we're here, we're going to grab some more O2. Let's see. And 5. There we go. Okay. Okay, so I need to get this last thruster back and reinstalled again. And then that will allow us, zoom out here a little bit, and that'll allow us to basically steal that whole array, that whole assembly. And we'll have that, I think we're going to put this so that the pod and everything is pointed out where the cockpit is, so it'll be on this side. That way we don't have to clear anything. But yeah, that's going to be a pain in the backside. Okay. Alright, so we should be... Actually, we need some food and drink. Let's grab that really quick. Yeah, it's always fun building those asteroid-destroying monstrosities. And now it's actually easier because there are things like the hinges are now actually part of vanilla. There are custom turret scripts, so you can actually use these things with rotors and hinges and such, so you can actually get like better control on things if you really want to have, you know, like dynamic mining systems and such. Keen's done a pretty good job over the last year or so with the all the updates. And I'm gonna get, We have to wait for the first one to wear off so we can do the next one. Yeah. It's probably a good idea to go ahead and get the food and water in us. There we go. Alright, so if we go out here, we need... That's a thruster. Wouldn't you like to be a thruster too? Alright, where do we put that? It's right here. Alright, so that thruster is now online. Remember, don't stick your head in the thruster port. Well, I mean, if you really want to, I'm not going to stop you. I'm just recommending you don't do it. Alright, so I want to add you to the group. Turn those back off again. Okay, so we're going to need to back up, rotate this thing. We're going to basically pitch up, and we need to attach it to that. So the question becomes, where do we want to attach it? All right. So those are 4, so each one of those refineries is 4 by 2. So that's 8, 9, 10, 11 blocks in length. So if we go 11 blocks on that, and whoop, helps if I go the right way. Okay. Go this way. So 11 blocks would have to be 1, 2. So if we did that, that's going to be 1 block down, 2 blocks down. And let's get out here so we can go see. Basically, what I'm trying to do is account for the height on things. Oh, okay, no, that's easy. That's, yeah. So basically, we can attach it. So if we attach, this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we have 5 blocks of space that we can play with. All right, so from here, so it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So as long as we have, so somewhere between here and here means the pipes, because it's going to be there. So the pipes will actually be at this level. So yeah, we should be okay. The question is then, if we're doing a 5 count, which would stop here. 2, 3. Okay, so 3 from that back end. Right, because we said it's 5 from here, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, so 1, 2, 3. So this is roughly the area that it needs to get into. So if we go like that, and we're going to do something basically like this. And because these are unfortunately odd, even number versus odd number, what I'm probably going to do then is, I'm not sure where I want to mount it at. So right now I'm just building a harness that I can eventually put a block on. There you go. All right. And so up at this level, like up here, is where we're going to actually attach this to. Can I really not attach it there? I can do one there. All right, let's make that the center line, I think. So one of the things I had actually been thinking about doing was basically cutting that down the middle and bringing those 2 halves together. But I like having that be slightly off center. Alright, so if we do that, we said we wanted it at this point, so we could actually move everything forward one. This could be a problem. I may have to take that stuff off. Alright, tell you what. Let's go down here. We're going to reset that. We're going to do that. Turn those on. Let's pull back so we don't destroy the station doing this. And what we're going to do... Wow, that carrier got mad close. All right. Hey, Captain, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. Hey, Jago. Good to see you again. Alright, so what we're going to do is hopefully not destroy the station doing this. Let's go ahead and start getting ourselves in position for this just unholy monstrosity that we're about to perform. And basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to figure out, we'll get ourselves mostly in position. Oh, wrong way. Need to go forward, Hal. Come on. So let's bring our nose up just a bit. Try and get our roll rotation going here. Alright. So this should hopefully illustrate what we're trying to do. Now, whether or not we're going to be successful and not destroy everything in the process, that's a good question. So that basically you'll need to come back one block. All right. So what I'm thinking here then is that in order to get all of this in, all right, so first let's go ahead and put the weld plate on this, or at least get the weld plate ready. So we could attach it basically anywhere along this run, but because it's an odd number on the center, I mean, we could, I really don't want to, I was thinking what we might do is to attach it on the sides here so that the refineries, basically the way the cargo is set up, you'd have the refineries running this way and then the cargo would be above and below it. But I'm kind of liking the way that this design was going. It really was just trying to figure out, do we want this to be off center, or you know what, we're just gonna make it off center. You know, we're trying to survive. We have probably the worst system, or the worst setting that we could have. I just need a computer. Okay. Get you out, get you out. I just need a computer. Give me a computer. Hey, I've got a computer. Okay. Ah! I spent too much time outside. Quick! Quick! Oh. Okay. Yeah, so when we're talking Leaky 02. Ah, crud. Let's... Okay, that's better. We'll move that out and we'll put this stuff back in. Oh, man. Hey, McKnight, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. Alright, so I'm thinking then... let's... Can we get... you... Where are we going here? You're going to be off on the center... you have a turret still, so let's do this side. That way, yeah, we'll do it this side. That way the turrets are off to the port side a little bit further. Okay, so I can do that. But it's not going to let me do that. I'd have to do it here. Okay. So that means we need to put one of you there. Means we need to put you there, and these guys come out. Because what's going to happen is this plate is going to match up to that plate, at least in theory. And then we'll take it from there. You are missing computer. Okay, so we know this one is going here. Let's go ahead and put that in. How many plates do I have on me? I've got plates. So we'll do that for now, just so that we know that this is not going anywhere. And we'll just regular plate there, just like I said, just for now. And we'll move, I guess we'll move that back one. Take that out. And you are going to go there. And I need a computer. Alright. Alright, so let's get this going. Real engineering problems in space engineers. Okay. So that plate is going to match to that plate, and we will then have this whole thing be attached to that ship. But in order to do that, actually, yeah, no, it should be good to go, I guess. I am only slightly terrified of actually cutting this thing free. Right. Okay, so what we're going to do, griddle split if removed. Yep. I have a bad feeling this thing's going to blow up in my face. But we're going to do it anyway. Okay, so that is now a separate grid. It is actually listed as a static grid, which I don't want. I need you to be... we're going to call you cargo grid. I have a bad feeling about this. Hey, look. It hasn't destroyed itself. Yay. Okay. Oh, man. I can't believe I'm about to do this. All right. Oh, man, this is only slightly absolutely terrifying. Now the nice thing is that once we get close enough for these for the plates, those little pads, to come into effect, we should get on screen like little HUD that'll tell us what our rotation and everything is. Did it connect? No. We hit the station. Okay, so that means I need... Okay, so let's come back here. Yeah, I was afraid of that. We're gonna need to actually cut all of this out. Alright, well... I mean, it is exterior blocks, so... Did I pray to Clang? I always pray to Clang. My life is an ongoing prayer to the god of chaos. Oh man, let's see how. Which means this needs to come out. Alright. I mean, I could break the little ship out. It does have a grinder specifically for this purpose. But my hand grinder at least returns some of the components, so. Have I mentioned how terrified I am of this whole thing so far? Just a couple of more blocks coming out here and we should be okay. I'm down to my last bottle already. And for those who are interested, I am still working on making this a full-on scenario for the folks that want to try this style of gameplay themselves. Once I have done so, I'll let you know. I have the original save set up so that I can go back and there were some things I need to tweak, and I'm working on the suit. I want to try and get the oxygen consumption a little bit better balanced for normal people.
Health low.
Okay. I'm gonna have to pop in and go heal up really quick because we don't have a spawn kit on this thing. So let's run inside. Actually, let's take care of this first. Just get a little bit more of the actual grinding work done. You know what we might need to do? I might need... Actually, are you... What's over here?
Health critical.
Ah! Did I not pick up my bottles? Oh! I don't think I picked up my bottles. Oh. Alright. Have I ever looked at other project managers and wondered how I got my job and why do I still have it? Yes, yes I have. Imposter syndrome is real with pretty much every career field. Hey look, I've got a body here. All right, oh, there's my body. What are you doing over here? You should be over there. Okay. Whoop. So first things first, we need to go get ourselves recharged. So the rough part of this is that the area that you're using for sleeping or food growth, like your food production, has to be pressurized. If it's not pressurized, you can't use it. So let's grab a little bit of food. Yeah, I should have some. Let's grab 10 of those. Alright, and we have enough food for now. I'm not worried about that. But I did want to get some of this up and running. It's just it takes forever to get food out. Your water, here's more water. Alright, so let's see. Do we have, I'm going to check our food stuff. Okay, so do we have any organics? Nope. Okay, what did we use our organics on? Do we use our organics over here? No. Alright, so we have algae. And I'm going to have you, we're going to take 10 of you back here. And alright. So basically what I'm doing is I'm trying to get enough material. Basically trying to get enough material to get more algae, to get more material. That way I can use the organic for growing other stuff. But until I have enough organic to grow the other stuff, I have to basically keep recycling this stuff. Right, so I want to... Oh, I was actually gonna... There was something else I wanted to do. I forgot what it was. Mushroom soup. I need pumpkins and herbs. Alright, so if I can get the pumpkins... I've got the herbs, I'm not worried about those. But if I can get the pumpkins growing, we can make some of this. And this is food, health, and water. This stuff right here is life-saving. Alright. Oh. Yes and no. I mean, most of the project managers that I've worked with are really, really good, both project and program managers. I mean, yeah, you're always going to run into that one person that makes you go, what were you thinking? But when you get to like middle management-ish areas, most of the project managers have been around for a while and have a pretty good idea of what's going on. So now that we have that back, okay, we need to do a little bit more cutting to free up this area here. So all of this is going to have to come out, and all of that is going to come off, it looks like. So basically I need to get all of these out. And once we're done with this portion of it, I'm going to basically go through and try and salvage all of the batteries off of this ship, off of the station that we can. And since we're in space, I can get away with this. We'll just gravity boot onto the station. But yeah, basically we're going to pull off all of the materials that we can without grinding them down, hopefully. There's a couple of things that I know I'm going to have to grind down, unfortunately, but once we have the refinery on, once it's attached to this, inventory's full. Holy crap! All right. Well, you know what? We've got a cargo container right here. It's full of ice. Let's throw all this. Yeah, we'll throw that in there. That's fun. We'll end up transferring this stuff at some point. Whoop. There. But you see how we have like some of the batteries are hidden inside the structure of the station? So what I'm going to do is detach these and basically steal them for the new ship that we're building. Alright, so not that I probably have to do this, but yeah, because once we have these recovered, because you see that's quite a few batteries over here. But once we have all these recovered, what we'll be able to do is get the hell out of here. We'll just figure out if there's anything else we want to bring with us is the big challenge at this point. We'll see how this all goes. So for the folks that are joining us, happy Tuesday. Hope you're having a fantastic week and a terrific day thus far. We are doing our Leaky O2 survival series, and that means our O2 burns ridiculously fast. I go through a suit full of O2 in like 20 seconds or so. So we started with 5 bottles, and we're down to 2 bottles. Actually, how much do we have left? We've got just under 2 bottles of O2 left. But you can see how quickly it drops. Yeah, so... Okay, so in theory, that should be good. Alright, which means we now have to nose down a little bit. Just a touch. There we go. And I can't tell... Ah, crap. We just knocked it loose. I don't know why we knocked it loose, but we just knocked it loose. Okay. This is one of the situations... Oh, I know why we knocked it loose. Duh. How? Son of a... Oh, yeah. Don't mind me. Yeah. Yep. Alright, so... On the flip side, I think this actually helped. So it looks like we should be mostly good. I hope. So here's the question. Did we do this right? Man, that just scared the crap out of me. Alright, how close are we? Do I need to come forward? Okay, so yeah. So you see how we get that little pop-up? So it tells us our roll is perfect, our axis is perfect, our distance is 1.5 meters off. So I need to come forward a little bit. And come down. Alright, how far off are we? 0.5 meter. So I just need to come forward and slightly to the starboard. Okay. And there it is. We now have refineries on board our new ship. Oh, okay. Could you do connectors? You could. Yeah, I'm thinking I'm gonna run some O2 tanks in there. Basically, what I want to do. How much? Let's let's refill our bottles really quick before we start talking about the fun stuff. Cargo. And I'll try not to forget to pick up my stuff this time. Oh, you're not piped in yet. Okay. Yep. So what I want to do is this inner area here. I'm talking about making it maybe some kind of like engineering-ish kind of place. But because of the fact that we've got this stuff in here, I'm thinking what we may end up doing then is, yeah, putting the oxygen bottles in here, or oxygen tanks in here wouldn't be a bad idea. And I'm thinking we're going to have to run... Do we have anywhere... Alright, so you're all attached that way now. So if I take this out and put a conveyor in here. Okay. And I don't have any interior plates. Alright, well. Okay. We have interior plates. Hey, I actually have all the parts from this. Nice. And so what I'm thinking on this particular thing, and now that is in, we can get rid of this and this, is we basically will run piping down the interiors of all of this, basically doubling up the piping. And then we can put the oxygen tanks down the middle. And that'll allow us to have the piping on this side to fill in that space. Alright, so you're not attached to anything. You're just a spacer, which is good. Okay, so all of that is done. And now what I need to do... So I'm trying to decide. I don't think I'm going to take the other grid with this one with me. I think I'm going to leave this one here. I may grind it down for parts. You've got a bunch of organic. Okay, so... Yeah, I think what we're going to do is we're going to just end up grinding down a large portion of this stuff for parts. And throw them into that. But it also means I need to grab our... you've got some solar on it. How do I want to do this? I mean, I could actually grab the rest of it. I don't know how I want to do it now. Alright, so all of that is in. That's all attached. You're attached here on this side, which I think what we're going to do. So that'll split a grid somewhere, but that won't. Alright, so if we do this, don't want to do that. How about if we do that just to reinforce our connection points a little bit? And you're just steel plates, right? Yeah, you're just steel plates. Alright, so if we do that, that gets us attached in other ways. I should be able, like, if I... Yeah, so I can take this out now and not worry about splitting the grid. Which opens up some possibilities, because I can then do something like this where we say, let's go here. And I need to pop down there. Because what this will allow us to do is we can then say something like that. And we can run this kind of stuff. I'm almost out of O2 again. Ah! Come on, let me in. Alright, so that's all done. Grab that back. Alright, so what that allows me to do is I can then build, since this is no longer going to split the grid if I remove these. Right? I have to check to make sure before I do it because I want to make sure I'm not actually splitting the grids. We'll take the gyro out and basically build this into a small area that we actually have access to grid on. And then I can do probably do the L-shaped plates all the way down on both sides. So what I'm thinking here is we do these guys. Do I want those? No, I want... yeah, these things. So we drop that out for a second. Let's grab these. And what I'm thinking is that we'll do... I mean, we could even go... because we're talking about running piping down under here from there forward. So if we do that, we could basically run these guys all the way through, and then plates on top to give us a small area that we can walk around in. And that gives us all sorts of options down the road. All right, so what do I need for those? I need girders. I don't think I have any girders on board, do I? Nope. But that's okay. All right, so let's get back in here for a second. But yeah, I think that's what we're gonna do. If we do pipes down the middle, yeah. But what I'm thinking is that we'll do pipes under the flooring, and then we'll deal with it from that perspective. So what we'll end up with is, so say we go. So let's say we do this. Right? Get that out of there for a second. So let's say we do that, and I'm using that one specifically because of some of the wonkiness that is Space Engineers. We do that. And I don't know if we're going to have anything that goes up from here. I don't think so. But you know what? Just because, we're going to do that because it's Space Engineers. So we'll do that. Alright, so that gets us all piped in here. And then what I'm thinking is that we'll run... let's go... Let's see. You need to be piped up into that area somewhere. And so what I'm thinking for that is that we'll do that. Nope, we're not going to be able to do that because I need this. Actually, no, we will be. No, will I be able to do that? I don't know if we're going to be able to use that. We may have to go with the conveyor. Or I could put cargo on it. Let's go. Basically, I'd have to do that. Because we're going to have these, basically everything at this level, be plating. So I could have plates there, and then for here, we can do that. And then that'll allow us to have all of this closed in. And that gets us piped in top to bottom. So that goes that way. Yeah. Let's make sure here. So that goes in there, that goes in there. And then if we wanted to, we could run them down here, at least to that point. What I'll probably do is another one of these guys here. And we go, we get rid of that for now. And so we end up with, say, like a oxygen system there. And what I may do here is we need assemblers. We don't have any assemblers on board. So I'm thinking, let's go get rid of that for now. We'll put 2 assemblers on. So we can have an assembler there. And assembler there, and I need to go get some more oxygen before I kill myself again. All right. And then what we can do is we put another, if we need another oxygen tank or assembler, we have room to expand it. Oh, before I forget, let's refill the bottles too. There you go. There's an L-shaped regular window. Well, yeah, for the vanilla ones, it would be nice. There are mods that introduce them. The Passageway the More mod actually has some good ones. So that would get us to that point. Okay, so that gives us our refineries, that gives us assemblers. We've got cargo, and it'll all be piped in. Alright, so that means what we have left of assemblers on the other station, we'll have to... You know, we've got some assemblers that work, so we need to be careful of those. I actually don't know where we have the working assembler. I know we have some. We have some somewhere. Alright. Actually, we have one working assembler, and I think it's in here. It's right there, right? Yeah. So this is our one working assembler. Oh. This one. So we have other assemblers that do technically work, but are disconnected. They're still part of the grid. They're just not being fed. Alright, so actually, while we're here, go ahead and do that really quick. And I don't actually need to access it here. I just need to come in here. Okay, so that produced another 50, right? Okay, so you require a little bit of organic. Yeah. And so our composter, okay, so that means we can then go in here to our farms. And I'm going to have basically the farms go through and produce one of each item. And we need that and that. And we'll see how much organic we have after that. PCU limits? We don't need no stinking PCU limits. Exactly. Oh, man. Let's see. The growers are turned on, right? Yeah, okay. Alright, so it's pulling, it's organic. That's what I was worried about. You should have everything you need, right? You need... Only needs one pumpkin, only needs one cabbage. Why are you not producing? So you've got it looks like you've got everything you need. All right. Vegetable grower. So it needs 22 gravel. Okay, that's why. Needs a bunch of organic. Needs ice. So it just needs gravel. Do we have gravel? We might not have gravel. That might be what we're missing. No, we have gravel. No. That would be the wrong item. Let's just go ahead and drop 200 over there. And I have so much ice, I don't know what to do with. I'm going to drop 500 to that. And organic. Okay, it's going now. All right. Let's get some water in us. Get some more food in us. All right. And hopefully that'll keep us alive for a while. Can't see pipes with the passages. Depends on the passage. Because there is in the let me see here. So there is this guy now, which has windows on the two walls, and what we could do is mount it. Actually, let's drop it here. So we could, instead of mounting it like this, you could mount it like that, and then you would have the windows on either side. So, you know, on the top and bottom rather. Just different ways of using the passage mods. But yeah, there are some mods that are... Some of the mods have passageways that are basically an L shape with a window on one side and just the roof. So it's basically the same as this guy. But one of them is a window. So it just depends on what mod you're using. This is all vanilla. Well, it's DLC, vanilla DLC. So... not what I want. Okay. Get you out of there. Looks like we've got our food and water back up to where we are survivable. I probably should have healed up a little bit, but that's okay. Okay, so if we go... So we need to start welding this stuff up. And that's what it comes down to. I need parts for you. Parts for you. And we're on this side already, so we're just going to go ahead and grab the stuff that we actually need to get stuff piped in here. All right. I'm not going to worry about the O2 tank right this second. So we got that one. It's that one that we need. Alright, so let's go make sure everything that we have is just the stuff that we actually need. Put put that stuff into production. We'll start getting this stuff welded. This wonderful, wonderful stuff welded up here. Alright, and then this just gets the centerline stuff in and welded. So now all of our tanks are actually welded through. Those are piped. Well, I should say our storage is soon to be piped. Because we need that. So that's missing motors, and you're missing motors. Okay. So once we have that done, basically everything will be piped in. The upper section and lower sections will be formally merged. Oh, that's not good. Production. What are you missing? You're missing nickel, aren't you? Crap. Yep, missing nickel. Okay. Oh, hide empty. Trying to figure out what we have that might have some nickel on it. Let's go in here. Detector components, but I don't think we have any. Actually, antennas. No, those are silicon. Crap. So solar has some nickel. Power cells. Do we have any power cell scrap? No. Do we have any power cell scrap over here? Yeah, okay. Making sure I had to check to make sure I was on the right one. No. You are not what I need. Okay. All right. Oh crap. I mean, I guess we can go do some mining. I was going to try not to do some mining, but I guess we're going to have to do some mining. Alright, so let's grab this guy. We'll get those turned on. Alright, and inertial dampeners would be good, thank you. Really didn't want to do mining, but we're going to have to take that off. And I want to have this set up so that we can actually use it for things. I don't know where I'm going to put it though. I mean, I guess I could technically put it there. Which would be entertaining, but that's okay. We'll deal with it later. Let's switch that around and see. We've got 8 hours of power. What do you have? You might have nickel. You might have nickel. I know you've got stone, so I can at least pull the nickel out of the stone. It's got a lot of stone, obviously. Looks like it might have magnesium. No, maybe. It might have magnesium on it. And platinum, maybe? Alright, so we're going to set GPS. No, that would... GPS. Alright. Let's go ahead for the asteroid here. Go grab, see if we can grab, well, we're going to grab stone at the very least. should probably do that. And I can leave the inertial dampeners on. And don't want to use that meat stew that we found. But that's okay. All right, so let's get some material. Like I said, we need nickel is what we need. Really trying to not do mining, but I mean, we're kind of in a situation we don't have a whole lot of choice at this point. So and I know our ore detector's on because, well, we're able to use it to scan. Now we just have to find where the resources are. Make sure. It might have some nickel. I don't think it does. I think it's just going to be mostly stone, but make sure we have our weapons set properly. We're just going to grab some stone because I just need the nickel more than I need anything else. I need gravel anyway, so it's not a waste. I do like that the HUD tells me how much capacity I'm hitting. It's like you've got 33,000 liters, and we're at about a third full already. I feel like an Autobot or something. So we'll go drop this stuff off over on the new ship, and hopefully get things up and running so we can actually do something on board. Can I get into the O2 from here? Nope. Okay. All right. Let's see. Got a whole lot of primary thrust. There. And that actually looks like something maybe we go check out. Not sure what that is, actually. I don't think that's part of our base. We had stuff drift away from the base, so fairly certain that's not part of it. I'm thinking that might be something pirate related. Because our base was up there, where there was absolutely nothing useful. At least the ship's got somewhat good handling on it. And so what we're going to do is I'm going to actually drop this over. That's a good question. Do I want to put this on the new ship, or do I want to put it on the old ship and let the old ship deal with it? I think we're going to put it on the old ship, on the old station. That way the station can run it, because the station's got more power than we do. Alright, so alright, so if we do that, and we can back in. I was close. Come on. Proximity. We're good to go. Okay, so we can turn that off. We can set those to recharge. And it's pulling everything out, running it through the refinery. Okay, so that gets us in a pretty good situation. So we've got a bunch of stone being pulled out. Okay, so let's check our refineries. Oh, you're pulling that stuff. Don't really need those right now. We need the rest of this stuff getting processed. You know what? Let's go ahead and just process this so that we can get our production stuff done. Ah, that'd be why. Because I was eating in the cockpit. Forgot about that. I'm like, why am I taking damage? We actually don't have... Go in here really quick because I forgot. I need to recharge my oxygen bottles. There we go. Okay, so with that, actually I can probably just pull the parts I need right here too. Oh, you know I can do it from there. There you go. So let's go ahead and get the rest of this welded up, and I think that will about do it for us. Because after this, it's really just going to be... Okay, you're working. Okay, you're working. And we'll go ahead and weld that. Go ahead and weld that. Right, everything's off our build planner. Not sure we're going to have everything we need, but that's okay. You're not connected in yet, are you? No, I need to get you back on the grid. Okay. So that means we need to flip our pitch. And hopefully not shear the very expensive antenna off the ship. Because while that would be funny, I would not like to do that today. Oh man, actually we have 2 antennas on board now. So I can take that old antenna off. That's more parts. Or at least that's potentially more parts. So let's go ahead and get closer. We'll be able to just get this thing back on the actual grid. That way we can get the batteries charged. Make it actually useful. I mean, don't get me wrong, this ship is tremendously useful right now. But we actually have... So this way, if something actually happens with the station again, like what we were seeing last week, where we had, you know, the entire station decided it wanted to be somewhere else in the galaxy. We actually have a ship that we can use. Okay, so with that done, we need to get some girders going here in a minute. I don't think we have girders, right? Yeah, okay. So let's get into production. This one. I don't know, make me... I'm going to need a bunch of them, I think. So we'll just make a few of those. Do I not have... You're piped in, you're all piped in. Because you're not piped in there. That would be why. Okay. Oh, yes. Okay, so now we can start working on the interior layout down here a little bit. And I'm thinking we're going to keep this kind of easy, I hope. Let's go. I think we're just going to go... Oh, these steel plates. Do. Come on, Hal. Get your stuff together, man. Drop off the scrap. All right. And so what I'm thinking here is we go something like this. I mean, it's obviously going to be close quarters in here, but you know what? That's okay. I'm not sure how large we're going to make this area. My main concern is basically having enough room, 1, 2, 3, and we'll be able to get it through there, so that should work. Oh no, we're not going to be able to, because I'm going to have to... Okay. How can I make that work? And I guess I could take those out and put conveyors in, or put conveyor junctions in. That would allow me to seal this off. Nope, I don't think it's going to work at all. Alright, so that means we have to put an emergency kit in, which is fine, because it means I can actually put that in right there. Survival kit. You get to go like so. Actually, I need you there so I can close that off. Wish I had a connection on the bottom. All right. That actually would be kind of funny. Yeah, let's do that. Because we can. Alright, so you guys... I mean, I guess technically I don't actually have to do the L shapes for that one, but I do need to do the L shape for this one. Ah, crud, really? Why are we... Ugh. Ooh, low health. That's not good. Okay. Alright, so I have enough. I should be able to get into the station. Yeah. I think I can get into the station. Yeah. Okay. You have found cargo ship. So what this is going to allow us to do is we're going to be able to put in a spawn point on this thing. Am I ultimately joining the two ships? No. The ship that we're building is going to replace the station that we're living on. So what I'm trying to do is to get it set up to the point where we can actually survive on it. I will have an airlock somewhere in the roof. I haven't decided where yet. Right now I'm just trying to figure out where I can go to have things basically be airtight. And then once we've got all of that figured out, what we'll do is we'll start planning the floor plan. But like I said, this is basically just whatever is absolutely positively necessary to survive. on here, I'm going to put, actually, probably have this come all the way forward, honestly. Because on some of these, what I can do is I can put some of the growing stations on them. And then that way we'll have basic food production and everything as well. So these guys here, if I do that, I should be able to get away with that, right? And then you guys are basically just going to be running down this way. And on this side, I can get away with this. So we can actually start turning this into stuff that we can use. Alright, and then here we're going to end up with probably something unable to place, but I can place that one. Okay. And so that gives us the ability to have this whole thing be airtight. I mean, I guess I could turn that other way, but I kind of like having... Oh, no. You can come out of there. Do I want to go that way with it, or do I want to go that way? I think I'll go that way with it. Yeah. And then we basically rinse and repeat this all the way down. So the idea... So I'll do all that. I may actually replace some of these with windows. Depends on how expensive stuff is going to be. And then we do this. So we'll have a rotary airlock on one side, which also solves the airtight problem. And then we can have these guys. Oh, no, you. Come out, and how am I going to do this? I think what we're going to do is we'll do something like this. Yeah, that should work. Okay, and then what we can do here is we can say you go there. And then we can do just a regular window here, I think. One by one windows. There we go. So we did that. And then we'll do a 2 by window, 2 by 1. There, and another one there. And what that allows us to do is have a bridge area that is actually sealed. So we need your just 1-bys. We'll have that. You'll be there. And I think I'm out of girders. Yep, I'm out of girders. Okay, let's go grab some, get our oxygen refilled here really quick. Yeah, so ultimately what I want to do is basically get this ship completely self-sustained. And then we'll grind down basically anything that's left on the old ship, on the old station. I'm probably going to try and grab that entire solar array. Like, we'll detach the rotor head on it, and then we'll put a weld block on it and probably have it hanging off the back of the ship, just so that we can keep our systems running. But I need to get the batteries from the old station over here too. And so, like you can see here, there's 4 batteries right there. I'm going to grab those. Actually, 6 batteries there. We'll grab those. We'll detach them from the station, pull them out, and then probably weld them somewhere in this assembly. I'm not sure where they're going to end up. I may end up using them as armor on the outside of the cargo, or in the cargo area. More likely, they're going to end up between the cargo bunks. So they'll actually be welded on either side of the cargo. But that's the idea, at least. We'll see how that actually all plays out. And while we're here, let's go ahead and grab a little bit more food. Oh, we need to get the food production up and running so that we can actually deal with all of this stuff. Okay, so... And I think what I'll do is between now and next month, or next Tuesday, I'll just basically take the grinder, get the grinding vehicle, our little utility ship, and start grinding down this entire wing. Since we can't really use anything over here anyway, I'm thinking that that'll be a better use of the time. Let's just do that off camera because it's going to be a lot of grinding. And that way we can get the stuff, we can start getting things and consolidated inside the new ship. So, we're going to need a jump drive on this thing at some point too. But I need to add a couple of thrusters. I'm probably going to do 2 lateral thrusters, do one more on both sides. Maybe a couple of thrusters back here next to the reactor. I may do one large propulsion for the reactor, where the reactor's at, instead of the small ones. It offers a little bit. It ends up offering a little bit more protection for the reactor. But yeah, we need to get this stuff running. Okay, so. So it's going to be a lot of plates and a lot of... I need to get the girders. That's right. Actually, I can get them from here. If we've got girders, I can get them. Because you are... Oh, no, you're still not tied in. Son of a... I keep forgetting I haven't routed this in yet. At some point, this will get routed. But we'll see. Okay, so you guys, I'm probably going to leave, let's go, if we do that, and that, we can put a light panel in here, maybe one... there. These light panels are awesome, by the way, if you haven't seen these yet. Need construction components. Okay. Ah, crap. Oh. Let's... we don't have access to those, okay. We have access to those, though. All right. So what I'm thinking here is we do something like this. Well, if it's going to sit there anyway, I may as well just go ahead and have that behind it. And we do that. And we now have light on board. Which means here we're going to do the same thing. Oh, I can't because of that. Alright, so I guess what I could do is we could take that out, take that out, take that out, and then we go I'd have to do that. Okay. So if we go there to there, nope, I'm not gonna be able to do that. Damn. Okay. Now, it's not bad to have that there anyway, so we'll just leave that as it is. I mean, I guess I could actually, you know what I can do? We can just put that there. So, because what we can do with that is the light. We can put a, I think, no, we're not going to be able to do that. Crud. All right. So for now, let's just go ahead and close this off so we can get this stuff started. And then up here, we still need so we can do that. To that. And it's there to there. All right, so I think that gets us, junky. That should get us, I believe, airtight. And the reason I had to drop that one is because I need to put a vent in right there. And as much as I want to use the conveyor vent, I think we're going to have to use the regular vent for this one. No, not the heat vent. There we go. And then we can say, put a cockpit in on this thing. Which puts us pretty much in the middle, and I'm almost out of O2. Come on, let me in. All right, so I think that gets us the. I think that gets us pretty good where we're at. Now it's just getting it all welded up, which means, yeah, that's why Bob's banned from this. I would love to use Bob, but yeah, it makes this type of survival a little too easy because you just run out, place everything, and Bob welds it up for you. You don't have to worry about quite so much. All right, so okay, how much iron do I have? Oh, I have 3K iron there. Oh, I've got plenty of iron now. All right, that's beneficial. All right, so we're going to look at this. We've got 700, almost 800 plates on board. All right, so let's do that. We're going to grab these guys out, and I'm going to go ahead and start welding some of this up so that you can hopefully see what we're going for here. All right. All right, so that's going to go. Go ahead and turn the light on so you can see. So, and the reason I'm going with the half blocks instead of like either the full blocks or even windows is basically because these are the cheapest things that you can build. Now that we have a bunch of silicon, though, I could actually make these windows, which would alleviate some of the problem as far as lighting is concerned. But like I said, we always have the option of coming back and cutting some stuff out if we need to. Let's get a little bit of this going. So we need to get that battery welded up. And I believe that's airtight. I don't remember. We'll find out later. Alright, so we get that battery welded up. We get all of these guys welded up. You know what? So I need a lot of glass. I want to see how much of this we can get welded. Oh, that's an assembler. I forgot we had assemblers to weld. Alright, so we need a survival kit. We've got 2 assemblers that need to be welded up. I'll just go ahead and do some welding here. Alright, so let's get... you don't have silicon, but you do. Okay, so we can do that from in here. Production. I need a bunch of windows. Trying to think how many do I need. I'm gonna need probably 600. How much silicon do we have? $6K silicon. We might have enough for all this. Oh no, we should be okay. If I need to, I'll transfer the rest of the manufacturing over here. Basically, we'll just start shuttling all the parts over. Alright, so... glass. Okay, I think we actually may have enough for all of this. So we're going to start at the back, work our way forward. And we'll see how this goes. So the assemblers are what are going to keep us back for the short term at least. Which is fine, as long as we can get the emergency kit up. If we can get the emergency kit up, or the survival kit up and running, everything else becomes easy because then we basically have everything that we need. Assembler. So it's just glass and girders at this point. For you guys. Yeah, glass girders and steel plates. Okay. We'll go in here. We will recharge our bottles once again. There we go. And hide the empty assemblers. Right. Got plates. And what else did we need? Construction components? Or no, girders. I don't know. Which assemblers? Actually, I guess we'll have to actually use this one. That should be enough. So let's go ahead and grab that. And we'll see how much of this stuff we can get welded up. Battery still needs to be done. Let's grab this. I need girders. So girders and glass, but not much more. Okay. It actually should be enough of that. Let's move you guys over. And I think that'll be enough, right? Are my numbers right? I don't remember. I just need girders. So yes, that isn't actually. So now we just need girders. And was that 50? 100 another glass. Okay. Another 100 glass, if we can do that. Oh yeah. We'll be fine. So let's go ahead and grab that out. Get the rest of these welded up. Okay. So it's ugly, but it's airtight once the assemblers are done. Let's see here. Let's get rid of you guys. We'll re-add the assemblers. What do you guys need? You just need glass still, right? Okay, you need some. Alright, so... Oh, I need one more for that one. That needs to be closed off. Alright, so... Mostly done. Do that. Do that. We'll do that. And that. Okay. Everything's been added except for the door, but that's okay. Everything's successfully put into production. I have no clue what this is gonna be expensive, I know that. Oh, so the iron, silicon. Yeah, so I think I have silicon on board. Nickel 7th. Actually, get back in there. All right. So 411 on board. 350, 185. So what is that? 3? That's 485. 9, so 1,000. How much do I need? So yeah, we're going to be basically burning all of our nickel. All right. But that's okay. That's what it's for. All right, so we've got plenty of iron actually. Let's move that over into the actual grid. It'd be nice once we have this all set up. Oh, I need no 2 generator on here too, don't I? Or all right. So what we're going to need to do is we're going to need to pull all of the materials out and get them over on the other ship, or get them over on the ship, and then that means all of our production and everything once we get the assemblers up and running. All right, so we need no, this one. There we go. So let's move you over. We're gonna move, I don't know, let's say 10K over. Drop off a bunch of silicon, drop off some cobalt. Because you never know what we're gonna need in this. I don't think we need any silver, do we? Oh no, we do. We need like 100 units. Okay, that's easy. Drop 200 of that in. Cobalt, we need more cobalt. We need to double the cobalt. Okay. Ah, crud. So, cobalt's on this assembler, or on this refinery. Alright, there we go. Drop that in. What else do we need? Silicon. We need 4K silicon. Alright, so how much? We're just shy. Okay. That's easy. We can get the last little bit of this out, and we're pretty good. Cancel. Why am I? Oh. Wrong group of silicon, that's why. Yeah, like I said, once we get the new assemblers up, we'll start dealing with the getting the batteries over here. Okay, that should give us everything we need for production now, yeah? Alright, so let's grab that. And you're producing... Do I need that many windows? I don't think I need that much glass, do I? Oh, I do need that much glass. Actually. Yeah. Oh, man. Alright, so let's get all of you guys condensed down so we can actually see what we're doing here. Get all of that up there, get that there. Is that everything? Alright. I guess so. Okay, so I'm gonna grab last little bit of this. See if we can get in here, start getting this kind of stuff loaded up. You're good. Okay, just waiting for glass on that side. Ugh. Just waiting for glass there. This is all done. This is all done. That has to get welded up. So if we start back here, basically get us some stuff done today. Really trying to get this finished today so that when we come back next week, we'll basically be ready to, if not fully leave the station, or what's left of the station by the time we come back. I want to hopefully have most of this sorted out though. It's a panel. Nope. Light panel. There. And I want you to increase your radius, increase your fallout, drop your intensity by half. And oh, you know what I could do? I could actually put a light panel here instead. Are there any other places that I could do a light panel? I could do a light panel there. Light panel midship would be good. I need construction components. Of course I need construction components. Why don't I ever need anything useful? Interior plates. See if I can get one of these guys online, we can get everything else basically running. Why am I stuck? There we go. Bouncing around. Okay. Need to go get our oxygen refilled. Wow. I keep forgetting how fast we burn through this stuff. Why do I have so many? I don't know. Go ahead and move this stuff over there. Okay. Hey Paul, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. You're missing nothing. Alright. So you're just missing glass. It'll be nice once we get this whole thing pressurized. You know what? We're going to go ahead and clear all of this because I don't know what I actually still need. I've been moving stuff around manually, so was that? So, survival kit, air vent, and this guy. Okay. Get some water. Get some food. Have to give it a couple of seconds. So that mod is awesome because it forces your helmet open, but it also sucks because it forces your helmet open. Oh, let me see here. Let's start with this one. Okay, so I need to grab some interior plates. That's fine. We can grab those manually. So you need 25 computers. You need about 140 computers. You need 5 computers and you're working. 160 computers. That's quite a bit of computers, actually. Don't need that anymore. Tell you what. Go ahead and give me some of the glass. Eating a sandwich in space? Yeah, I know, right? Like I said, I want to get as much of this done as we can today. Oh. There. What else did I need? Oh, plates. I need interior plates. Mainly because, like I said, mainly I want to get this done so that when we come back next time, we're in a much better situation. I can't believe I just did that. Son of a... I should have put them on there. All right. Okay. So you need glass. That's so he needs 4. 16. 0 is 10, so that's 10. 16 is 26. 30? Okay. Total? Yeah. Alright. Let's grab the last. Okay, so we're done with that. We shouldn't need any more of that, I don't think. We'll run through just to make sure, but yeah, we'll leave plates. So we need the computers, and then okay. I think that will get. Is that enough to get you online? No. And I can't bring that online yet either, so we'll go ahead and do this, I guess. Oh, I could have brought that online. Oh, crap. Oh, well. Could have brought that online too. Not that it would do me a whole lot of good, but it is one more thing done. so now that beast needs to be done. So basically we just need computers and construction components. Your computers, your computers. So we'll bring computers in to finish the vent and that. Okay. Okay, so we say that. Grab those. So you just need construction components. You are now online. You're up to 109. You just need power cells and steel plates. Okay. Oh, come on. Alright. So we're going to clear all this out once more. I found that this is something that I actually have to do now with Bob. I don't know why. Well, the construction queue for some reason just goes wonky entirely too often. Alright, so... Alright, so this is, we're going to go ahead and drop off the rest of our components. That's all stuff that we're done with, I hope. Get this in there, we can clear that out. We can clear those out, we'll drop that up there. I thought we had grids. Did we actually use all the grids? Oh, I've got grids. I don't need those. There's the construction components. Construction components. Let's go over here. You guys are online. And yeah, so you need computers and construction components. Obviously, the power cells. You need construction components. But now that we have this guy online, we can start producing over here too. And still doesn't have tie into the O2 generator, which is fine. How many do I need for this? I need more construction components. Okay. But it works, and that's what's important. Alright, so once we have all of that in, we're going to put the O2, I think we're going to move the O2 generator down here on the other side of this guy. And I think what we're going to do is we're going to have you crank out like 200 computers. I don't think I need any more construction components. If I do, we can add them. Alright, so how many computers do you need? Because with that and that, you are now online. So the only thing left is this guy, which is computers and steel plates. Actually, what do you need? Okay. I just need like, oh, perfect. I think that's exactly what I needed. Yep. So it's just power cells now. All we need is power cells. Okay, so How am I... Didn't I just refill my bottles, or did I not pick them up? Oh, I refilled them. Alright, well... Alright, so let's go... We're gonna drop all this stuff off. Production... So the only thing we're really needing is that. We can tell it to cancel everything else. Alright, so if we go this to my... Okay. That's on board this ship. That's on board this ship. And I think that might be everything. So basically we're just waiting for the power. For power cells. Yep. And we have food, so we can actually make real meals instead of eating this survival hash crap. Did I not bring... Okay, whatever. What do you need? So we'll close all this off. We need you to be done. You're being worked on, and you are being worked on. All right. All right, so I know we have power cells, so I'm like, okay, so that's going to get us most of it. And I need a two generator because we need to move this one probably down to here. And we'll rotate that. And you steel plate. All right, maybe we won't move that. Grab some plates. There you go. I don't remember how many plates these things actually take. I'm not too worried about it at this point. Why am I unable to place this? Because of that. Okay. Well, you know what we're going to do then? We're going to take you. And put you there. Now the question is do I have an area that I can actually... Yeah, I can. From there, we'll come up here. You're not actually attached to the grid, are you? But you guys are. There we go. That's looking better. All right, so I need that O2 generator up and running as ASAP. Just 2 large steel tubes is all it's missing. What are you missing? We'll get that running. And I have gotten turned around once again. There we go. Alright, so we're going to have large steel tubes. Go ahead and make like 100 of those. I only needed a couple. 2. Can I not get to... do 1 for 1, I guess. Okay, and... Alright, well, you know, do what we can do. It's all we can do. So go this way, go get the O2 generator online first. That's kind of a big one. Alright. And at some point we'll get a gravity generator on board. We have slightly larger fish to fry. No, I want fish. Alright. So that's now online. You should be set to charge, yes? Yeah, you should be set to recharge. Thank you. Okay, so that's running. That's running. Okay, so what isn't done is the question. All of this is done. That's done. You're welded up, right? Why do I feel like we're missing something? So you should be airtight. Right? So the only thing I can think of is that this actually isn't airtight now. Alright, so how about if we... Not airtight. So in theory, that should be airtight if we do that. I need steel plates. Do we have any steel plates on board? Obviously don't have access to those. Okay, I guess not. Why am I not? Really? That's annoying. There we go. Let's see here. Alright. Alright, so I think that's most of the ship at this point. We'll have the other grid take care of that. I don't know how much of that we can actually pull out of the inventory, but yeah, we need gravity on board sooner rather than later, because this is going to drive me up the wall. Otherwise, I'll probably put it right here. In fact. There we go.
Health low.
Oh no, 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 no. Quick, 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 quick.
Your health is critical.
Ho, ho, ho. Alright, let's we'll move one of those down there. Get that back. Well, you know, we have the emergency kit here, or the survival kit. We can actually recharge our health while we're standing here now. There you go. And then what we need to do is move ice from up top, down bottom. That should be okay. Because remember, the upper portion... Oh no, it is pulling ice. Okay, there's already ice down here. So then... Everybody's welded up, right? Alright, I'm gonna have to figure out where the leak's at. Alright, so... Let's make sure... I could swear those batteries are airtight. Yeah, airtight sealed. So all sides, regardless of what it looks like, actually are sealed. Let me check the reactor. Airtight, not sealed. So that face is that face should be airtight. But Alright, so let's get all this stuff off here. Let's do outside. Oh, you know what it might be? It might be that door. What are you missing? You are missing construction components. All right. All right. So you are producing all sorts of stuff. I don't need you producing more reactors. Having you produce some of this stuff might not be a bad idea, but let's have you go that way. Okay. All right, so I'm trying to figure out where we're leaking. We're leaking from somewhere. That should be airtight. I mean, worst case, I know those are. Yeah. Yeah, the only thing I can think of is this guy. No, we'll figure it out. All right, so I think I'm going to go ahead and call this one here. I'm going to thank you all for stopping in. Hopefully you enjoyed it. It's been a long day. It was actually a longer stream than I was expecting it to be. What we will do is I will get this thing airtight. I may have, like I said, I may have to figure out where we've got the leak at, and yeah, but we'll deal with all of that. What I want to do is get this thing airtight, get the ship basically ready to go. And let me hop in here. And then we'll use the small grinder craft to basically take that entire wing where that's smoking right now. We'll take all of that out between now and next Monday, or next Tuesday. That way when we come back next time, the only thing really left should be the habitation area that we were in. I'm going to move the food production over to this ship once we get it airtight. And like I said, I may have to actually grind down a bunch of stuff that we have in here and just go in and seal the whole ship up. So it'll be ridiculously tight quarters, but if that's what we have to do, that's what we have to do. Anyway, I'm going to get out of here. I'm going to thank you all for stopping in. Hopefully you enjoyed it. If you did, you know what to do. Oh, but yeah, so for the folks that are here for the normal Space Engineer stuff, we do have a normal survival series Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And then we have the Leaky 02 series, which is this one, on Tuesdays. All of those are at 1 p.m. Pacific, 4 p.m. Eastern. For those who are living overseas, we're -8 GMT, so you can figure it out from there. Anyway, I'm going to get out of here. Hope you all have a fantastic day. Enjoy your week, and we will see you back here next time for more Space Engineers. As always, folks, take care.